Boy, I'm trying to reach my on Sunday. The nigga I love on Monday. No one else, babe. 'Cause I'll be switching up positions for you. In the kitchen, in the bedroom. Let me see you come and go. I wanna have it, and I wouldn't know. Switching for you, perfect, 'cause you meant to be true. But I can tell I'm running, fucking, no one than you. But you are trying to reach mama on Sunday. The next time on Monday. No one else, babe, 'cause I'll be switching up positions for you. Kitchen in the bedroom. Let me see you come and go. Switching for you. Kitchen in the bedroom. Let me see you come
All right, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Happy Saturday! Listen, I'm just excited because Bama won. I mean, I already knew we were gonna win, but you know how it is. You know how it can be. I just feel like vibing out this morning. That's what we were doing. We were just vibing out. So do it again. But yeah, we were just vibing out. How is everybody doing? Welcome to another official Saturday conversation with me, where I answer questions. We talk about guitars. We talk about gear. Yesterday I hopped on. Yesterday was asking people what they wanted to try to accomplish this year in the new year. So this is another opportunity for us to really talk. And if you aren't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please click the bell to be notified, because I promise you I'm gonna start doing a lot more of these this year. Not just on Saturdays, but random days. So I'm gonna start being more intentional about trying to do these lives and really just communicate and connect with you guys and answer questions, because sometimes you guys have questions that you wanna, in the spur of the moment, they'd be like, yo, how do you do such and such? Or what do you do for this? Or what kind of whatever. And if I know it, I'm gonna answer it. If I don't know it, then I'll be like, yo, I don't know that or whatever. I'm never gonna try to like BS y'all. But just so y'all know who I am, my name is Kerry, AKA Too Smooth, Little Kerry for those people that know me, my family, whatever. I've been playing guitar for well over 20 years. I played with some of your favorites. Shared the stage with people like Tori Kelly, Jason Derulo, Sean Kingston, Ty Dolla $ign, 2 Chainz, Lettucey, Chrisette Michelle, Kiana Lede, and a whole bunch of hosts of others. You know what I mean? So the stuff that I'm sharing with y'all is stuff that I know personally from my own personal experience, because I've done it. I do it currently. You know what I mean? I'm playing on a lot of records. So I'm not one of these guys that just kind of sits in, and there's no shade, that just sits in this little hole and just kind of throws out random information like, yo, like I'm not a couch quarterback. I'm in the game. You know what I mean? So EA Sports is in the game. But those people that know about that kind of stuff back in the day. Anyway, so this is an opportunity just to connect with you guys, just to really vibe with y'all, because I do this, you know what I'm saying, from time to time, and I want you guys to just, know that I'm here. Also, if you love the stuff that we're doing here, but you're just like, you know what, I mean, this stuff is great, but I'm looking to try to go even deeper because I want to learn more, I want to do more, then you should check out Kerry's Camp. It's KERRYSKAMP.com. If you're looking for more specific stuff, like the stuff that I was just doing, like the chords and how to solo, how to just know where to go, I can show you that kind of stuff in Kerry's camp. You know, that's what that platform is for. That's what we do. We help guitarists all over the world really know and how to understand how to play. And not only just that though, but we even have some of the guitarists that play for other artists that are in the industry, people that are like either social media influencers. We have them on, and we have like a little kind of like, it's almost like a clinic style where we ask questions. I'll ask a whole bunch of questions and I'll open up to the students that can ask questions. The last person that we just had at the end to close out 2020 was Tim Stewart. Tim Stewart plays for J-Lo. He's played for Rihanna. He's played for Lady Gaga. He's in a band called Nas. He's played for Suicidal Tendencies. So like, we get wide spectrums across the board, where it's not just like, oh, people just play R&B. We're getting all the different kind of spectrums. So that's one of the things, one of the benefits, one of the bonuses that you get as a camper. It's so much value in Kerry's camp, and then I'm constantly adding stuff to the site because it's something that it's my baby. It's something that I'm putting a lot of energy and effort into. And also, if you're just join the camp, whatever, we got this huge giveaway. I'm giving away a really nice PRS guitar at the end of the year. So if you're trying to figure out how to do that, you should definitely go look and how to sign up, because you have until the end of January to decide if this is something you want to be a part of this giveaway. Super nice stuff that we're trying to do this year, because we want to expand and we want to grow. It's my way of saying thank you for letting me teach you and you trusting me like with your guitar skills and with your your ability. So I just wanted to say thank you. So let's just jump back in and look at all this. We had some people commenting while I was doing. Some people's like, yes, sir. Hey, what's up? What chair are you sitting on? I am sitting on it's a chair from, I think, IKEA. It's clear. So, yeah. It's just comfortable. You know what I mean? What's up from South Africa? That's what's up. Nice. Peace, fam. He's on it today. He's on it today, for sure, for sure. Play Kerry. Appreciate it. Playing guitar is so awesome. Yeah, it definitely is. Dude is just different with it. Fire. Man, I appreciate it, definitely. I just play because I love it, man. Like, if like some people were talking about yesterday, like, you know, when you solo, like, is it more methodical? Like, it is, but there are times that like just now, like I'm just tapping in, bro. Like it's a love, it's a passion, and you can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it. You know, when I'm in that zone or whatever, just being passionate, just playing. Sometimes I don't even really care if I hit a wrong note, because it's more about the vibe. You know what I mean? That's more about the vibe. So we got greetings from Oakland. We got greetings from Switzerland. That's what's up. Appreciate it, appreciate it. What chair is the best to sit on when practicing? Man, whatever's comfortable. That's what I pretty say. That's what I say. Yeah. Happy New Year to those, you know what I'm saying, who are just coming on. Happy New Year, man. Love you guys. Obviously, you wore the paint off that guitar. Yeah, definitely. I did it. I actually distressed it when I was in Beijing doing a residency, like, what, 4 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. What from down under, Australia in the house. That's what's up. Be more. That's what's up. Would you be interested in discussing applying triathlon suppose on guitar? Yeah, sure. I'm interested in discussing it, Oliver. If you want to hit me up, we can definitely talk about it. Kerry's Camp 1 week trial. Excelling my playing 5 months in. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Love from Nola. That's what's up. So Santo, if you have a question about the cost of Kerry's Camp, please email support@kerry2smooth.com, because I want to make sure I'm keeping track of who I talk to, because there's so much that happens on these different lives that I don't want to miss who I was talking to specifically. So if you can do that, that will help me out, and that way I can help you. Can you do a tutorial on the live version of Slide? I'll add it to the list, Gregory. I have a lot of things that are on the list, but I'll add it to the list. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I'll definitely add it to the list. Tell them to hit the notification button. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't, if you've already like subscribed to this channel, please hit the notification button, because this year I'm going to do a lot more lives here on YouTube, and I don't want you to miss out. And it's not always going to be Saturdays. It may not always be Mondays, Tuesdays. It may be very sporadic, but I don't want you to miss out on the information that we're giving. Love from Ireland. Yo, I got to get back to Ireland. Register for one of the guitar giveaways. You should definitely do that. Like, you guys should definitely register if you're a camper. This is only specifically for my campers, so like, because I just want, it's like a thank you to them, but I'm giving away a PRS guitar at the end of the year. So I want you guys to sign up. First of all, become a camper, because I think everybody should become a camper. But two, when you become a camper, This is an awesome way to kind of give back to you guys. So to say thank you. My dog is smooth. For sure, for sure, for sure. That's what it's all about. Um, any ear training? Yes. There's plenty of stuff on ear training. So Nicholas, if you're struggling with recognizing the notes, that's something that you have to work at. That's something you need to put at focus. It does not come overnight. You can't clap your hands in it. Oh, I got it. You got to work at that muscle. It's a muscle. Just like when you work out, just like you do any new concept, if you're learning something, you have to continue to apply those principles. So there's a lot of ear training stuff in Kerry's camp. You just have to work at it. The more you work at it, the better you'll become. Zambia, Africa, that's what's up. I'm starting to do music production and I'm 14. Got any tips for stuff like that? Yeah, so it's all about layers, right? So if you listen to this track, that's one instrument, right? So you want to work on making sure all of your instruments work together. It's like making the perfect sandwich. You hearing that? The melody, dun 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 dun. The beat. You got to find a beat, to find a metronome that feels really good, that makes you feel like you want to dance. You can't be too fast, it can't be too slow, but something that fits in the sweet spot. So that's how you can work on the stuff like with creative stuff like that. What strings do you use? I use Diodarios. And why do I use them? Because this sound, this string provides me with the clarity and the tone that I've always wanted, that sounds good to me. And the strings don't break. So that's why I use Diodarios. That's why I'm a fan of them. I've tried other types of strings on my guitars, and they sound okay. They just don't necessarily give me that brightness, that pop, and the colors and textures when I'm playing. That's what I like about Diodarios. Is it too late to start learning guitar at 16? No, it's not too late to start learning guitar at 16. It's not too late to start learning guitar at 70. It's never too late to start learning guitar. Should I invest in a Boss ME80 or continue with my virtual amps? That's a personal opinion. Like, I am a fan of the Boss ME80. I always, I'm not endorsed by Boss, but I'm just saying, like, I like their products. So I like the Boss ME80 specifically. It's a very versatile board. But if you're good with what you use, you don't have to buy more gear. That's not, buying more gear or getting more stuff doesn't make you a better guitarist. I wish you were the person, my personal teacher, one in person. So because of COVID, number one, and then because we don't live in the same city, I'm not doing that. So that's why Kerry's camp is so versatile. That's why you get that, but you do get that one-on-one appeal in Kerry's camp. We do live monthly Q&As. The live monthly Q&A is coming up for the campers this Thursday. So if you become a camper, you do get that one-on-one personal touch. I mean, and you can ask specific questions. We help you out. Nobody is left behind. And I really get that from my Army background, where there's no soldier that's left behind. There's no student that is left behind. We do whatever we can in order to ensure that our students are getting the best of the best. I pride myself on that. I'm very competitive. I don't want to be like second. The only two in my name is like for my nickname, Too Smooth. But like I want to be first for everything. So, the #1 site, the #1 online site for R&B Guitar, neo soul and gospel. I want to make sure all my students are excelling. I love to see my students excel because that's what we do. So become a camper. Let me just show you, you know what I'm saying? Showing you is believing. I haven't found my breakthrough yet. I'm an intermediate player playing at this level, but I feel like a dog chasing his tail. I think I will become a camper eventually. So if you're already having that, you should become a camper instantly. Like you're already done everything you could possibly do on your own. Let me help you be successful and show you how to really unlock the fretboard. Much appreciation, but can you run through your thoughts when you're riffing between? So Terrell, the things that I'm thinking, number one, I'm following the chord melody. Like I'm using it all at the same time. So it's like after a while, once you know how to run, you don't have to think about running. So I don't have to think about running. So there's nothing that's running through my head at the same time. I know the chord progression, so I'm just vibing. I see the shapes, I know the chord progression, I know the melody because I started playing this like earlier today. So I know exactly where the chords are going. So I know how to vibe, I know how to solo, I know what to do. And then I'm playing, I'm not thinking about it. So the thing, you can tell when a guitarist is thinking versus when he's playing from here. I play from my heart, bro, so you can feel the energy. That's the difference. How many hours should you dedicate to practicing to get better? It depends on your skill level. I have to assess how good you are. So if you're not very good, you need to apply more time. If you're good, you may need to refine the areas that you're working on. That's what you do, in order to get better. You ever get tired of gear, equipment, questions? Uh, Anthony, honestly, no. I don't really get tired. It's just more like educational because I remember being on the other side of the spectrum and still having a lot of questions about a lot of stuff. I still have questions about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not using an amp, just going, not using amps, just straight up. No, I'm not using amp. I'm going straight into my interface, plugged into Logic and playing through my monitors. Do you know Jonathan Dubose Jr.? I do know him. I don't know him personally, but we've been in the same space. He comments on a lot of my videos on Facebook. But yeah, I know Jonathan Dubose. Good morning, happy new year. Sweet, that's what's up. Do you play at a church? Jerome, I don't play at a church currently. I did play for a New Year's Eve service, but I just recently moved. I just transitioned. I just moved from LA to Atlanta. And having a new child, I'm trying to let my, get settled as a family first before I decide to go out there and play for a church. But no, I'm not playing for a church currently. Have you been to invited? So Joseph Lane, obviously, yes, I've been featured, I've taught, I've done a lot of different things at the International Guitar Summit. So yeah, I've done that, Joseph. Hey Kerry, one of these days, can you do a tutorial on Total Kissing You acoustic? I'll add it to the list. I have a lot of things that are already on the list, but I'll add it to the list. You know what I'm saying? I'll add it to the list. Matter of fact, let's just go look at that up. I'm thinking about it. So I can hear it. Kissing You. Total is ooh. Okay, that's pretty much simple. Oh my God. So simple. Got it already. Let's go. It says add reckless love. And listen, if y'all become a camper, that's how you get access to like all these song tutorials. Because I'm not like a jukebox. I'm not I'm not a jukebox. So I'm not gonna just be playing like this is how you do this. And listen, I'm show you concepts so that way you can play your own favorite songs in your own personal time. That's really what it's all about. Did you play from your heart on stage? No. So you have rehearsals, Anthony. So when you have rehearsals, you have to play your part. Now you learn your part well enough to where you can play from your heart, but you have to have these rehearsals so you know the guidelines. So you just can't get out there and just wing it. You got to know exactly what you're doing. So like even all these shows that I do, everything is rehearsed. Thank you for the tips. But it's currently 4:30 in Australia, and I'm getting sleep. Man, get you some sleep. Get you some rest. Get you some rest. I've been noodling around with guitar. Got a Telly Squires as a sponsor and have never used picks. Should I make myself use a pick? Yes, definitely. What do you do in the little free time that you have? Little free time? I have a lot of free time. I have a lot of free time, so it just depends. It depends on the day. You're the best teacher for R&B. I appreciate that. What acoustic do you suggest? Depends on your skill level, but I love Taylor's. You know what I mean? So. So for Kissing You, I believe it was Honey. The chords are the A minor, E minor, B minor, F sharp minor. There you go. That's your acoustic lesson. That's a freebie in the moment. Now, if you become a camper, then you get access to stuff like that all the time. All right, let's go back and look at a few questions. What model of Taylor? So that Taylor is a 714 CE. I suggest anytime that you go to get a guitar, like you want to put it in your hands and see what it feels like. That's the best way to ensure that a guitar feels the way that you want it to feel. So just try it out. You know what I mean? One guitar you think every player should get? I can't tell you what that is because for everybody it's completely different and everybody has a different price point and different budget. Go Army, there you go, whore, you know what I'm saying? Can you please tell me what model of it depends on your budget. And so it depends on your budget. So I would say go try them out. Go try them out. That's the best way to do it. Go to Guitar Center and try them out. If you want to become a camper patty, all you need to do is go to kerryscamp.com, KERRYSKAMP.com. I'm a strap man. That's what's up. That's what's up. I've never played a Regal Classic. I want to upgrade my pickups. You should check out Lambertones. Lambertone pickups. I think that those are like really phenomenal pickups. God bless. It says, oh, good hearing you on Let the Guitar Get Some. It says, I'm a bassist and me and Warren play at the same church. That's what's up. I'm also a camper. That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it, Rico. Dum. How do you know what single notes to pick on a guitar, a song with a lot of guitar parts? So you should sign up to Kerry's Camp so I can show you how to do that specifically. What type of strings do you use on a hollow body? All guitars, I'm using gauge 10. I'm using Diodario's 10 gauge. I just subscribed to Kerry's Camp. Welcome, Oliver. Thank you so much. Did you plan on adding more gospel stuff, such as chord progression, licks, and scales? Lee, have you seen the gospel stuff that we have in Kerry's Camp? Like, I'm sure there's enough that'll overwhelm you. So, and it's not about scales. You know, we have scales in Kerry's Camp, but if you haven't even checked to put your hands in like the gospel master classes and all the stuff that we have in Kerry's Camp, I suggest you definitely do that. It has everything that you need in there. Hey Kerry, my dude, can you do a video using sixth and rhythm playing? Become a camper. You sound super smooth. In one sentence, what makes R&B R&B? One sentence? Lyrics. That's all you need to say. How do you visualize a fretboard? So Gene, you break it up into small sections. And after a while, once you start to visualize chord shapes and patterns, then it starts to become like, it's like you can like look into the matrix and see various things. That's what happens once you get familiar with the instrument. What is a good app to determine the chords? There's no app. What you could do is you could sign up to Kerry's Camp and start working on ear training, and I can show you how to determine what the chords in a song. I'm not doing jazz, but thank you. Yeah, nice little progression, kissing you. Yep. I am a camper and I couldn't find anything in the sixth. Okay, well, just add a suggestion. All you had to do is just say what this is something you're looking for, and then I'll work on it. What's your most memorable moment in your guitar career? My first major gig with probably with I say Jason Derulo because it was the biggest crowd. I think I played in front of 150,000 people in Morocco. That was huge, and then also playing for Tyrese was huge. How I got that call randomly was like, yo, what are you doing next Thursday? You want to go to St. Kitts and perform with Tyrese? That was kind of cool too. So, who are your top 3 favorite guitarists? Three favorite, I would say Jubu, Eric Walsh, and Tim Stewart. I'm new to the six string guitar, and the stuff you talk about is over my head. So, Brian, are you a first of all, you're a Marshall, which is, you know what I'm saying? That's cool because my last name is Marshall. If you're not a camper, you should definitely become a camper so I can help break it down for you. When you're playing, do you always have a specific scale in mind? No, I don't always have a specific scale in mind. It depends on the nature of the song. Now, if I have to solo, I have some ideas, but I'm always listening for the melody. Like the song Kissing You is on and on. That's the melody. So I want to make sure, number one, that I know that melody because that's recognizable. That's something that most people will hear and understand when I'm playing. So that's the first thing that I'm focusing on. I'm not focusing on thinking about a scale. I need to know the scale to know what key I'm in. But once I've done that, then I want to start listening for the melody because that's most important. When it comes to chords, you and Jerry's Mosley are beasts. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Do you dig the band Soul Live? I don't think I've ever heard them. My favorite guitarist is Nile Rodgers. Sweet, that's what's up. Do you ever feel too repetitive when you play? Not at all, Terrell. Not at all. Tyrese is one of my favorite R&B. Sweet, that's what's up. When you're playing, do you have? No, I don't have any specific. I'm always thinking about the melody. So yeah. So let's just listen to this, right? So.
Changes, you make me feel things that I never felt. I wanna kiss you.
Kissing you is all that I've been thinking. So that's what I want to think about when I'm hearing like that melody. I want to think about, oh, I gotta play that melody. That's the first thing that I'm thinking about, right? So. So let me go see if I can play that with that. So. So after that, like I know the melody. So then after that becomes like, I know that I can start doing some melodic things in E minor because the song is in G major, right? So knowing like what key in your scales. So. All of that stuff works in together. So, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta learn melody as much as you learn your scales because it all works together. It gives you a lot more girth when you're playing. So you don't just stay in one specific thing. You start to sound random. You start to sound like very boring and basic, okay? Your thoughts on applying triads to R&B. So if you're a camper, you understand that I think triads are important because it adds a different element, a different flavor. You can't use them all the time, but it adds more texture to your playing. Do you sometimes get nervous when you're performing? Not at all, Jack. You get nervous when you're not prepared. So I prepare extremely well, so I don't get nervous. When it comes to the minor pentatonic scale, how important is it to learn all 5 positions? So Joseph, first of all, like that's a good question, but like you're not going to use all 5 positions. So it's good to really know Honestly, I say it's good to know at least like two, because that's what's going to be stuff that you're actually going to use in a real time situation. Okay. When you have the time, can you ride the train by the Canton Spiritual? If you want to ask a specific thing, just put it in. If you're a camper, specifically gospel chops, just put it in the song request. I'm a fusion player in the R&B band. Sweet. Excellent answer for stage fright. Yeah, stage fright comes when you're not prepared. That's really what it is. If the more you know something, like if you know something, nobody can shake you. Like if you know it, nothing can shake you. If you don't know a situation, then you get a little wavery. You know what I mean? It feels good to know where to go on the fretboard. Carry scheme. That's what it's all about. What mode of wah are you using? It's on the Boston Me 80. What's the best way to visualize chords and licks and lick libraries in the camp? What's the best way, Nicholas? Is just application. They break it down. Like you need to break it down. So focus in on C. Do all the stuff in C today, and then the next day progress to C sharp, and then D. Like that's usually what I did. That's how I started out. Like when I wanted to learn things, and then once I got comfortable in one key, then I started to modulate. So get comfortable in one key, and that way you understand. You can start to visualize and really start to break it down and realize the spacing that goes on between the chords, goes on between, like all of the spacing is the same. It never changes. Now the notes may change, but the spacing never changes. So once you understand the spacing, then you're able to start to visualize things on a fretboard. What pedals do you recommend so I can get a solid R&B and funk sound? It depends on what you play, man. Like, you need a good tuner, you need a good overdrive, reverb, delay. That's what I would tell you. The kind of strings that I play are nickel strings. How important do you think learning other players' licks is? It's not that important because the application of how they do the licks is what's important. Just learning the licks is not important. You can play Stevie Ray Vaughan licks all day. You can play BB King licks all day. You can play Mateus Asato's licks. You can play my licks all day. But if you don't know how to apply them, then it doesn't matter. I have a 714 CE. That's the model of Taylor that I have. All right, if you're brand new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe and click the bell to be notified. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these lives this year. Also, if you're looking for more in-depth knowledge and information, go check out Kerry's Camp, KERYSKAMP.com, and really let me show you how to unlock the fretboard. I'm also doing a special giveaway for my campers, and you have until the end of the month to register for the giveaway. Okay, so I need you guys to definitely become campers because I'm giving away a PRS guitar. Like this is going to be a nice guitar. I'll play it myself, and if you want me to sign it, I'll even sign a guitar for you. Not that you want me to sign it, but I'm just saying, if that's what you want, that's something that you're looking for, something that's important to you, let me know and become a camper. You have until the end of the month to register, okay? But you have to be a camper, okay? You have to be a camper in order to get that done. It doesn't happen just for my YouTube fam. It happens specifically for my students, okay? What are your thoughts on God and guitar? I've never played one, honestly. I've seen a couple. I'm not a huge fan, but that's just because I have different personal touch. Can you see what? Oh no, you can't see the guitar until no, you will not see the guitar. You almost got me. Nah, you can't see the guitar. When will the giveaway happen? It happens at the end of the year. So if you've already registered, then you see everything. Like I asked you, there's specific things that I'm asking the campers to do. So if you have not seen that, you need to go check that out. Okay. Check it out, and then there's a guitar giveaway. This PRS guitar, like it's a big deal because PRS is kind of like one of the flagship guitars for a lot of different companies and a lot of different players. So this is an opportunity to get a free guitar. I'm not talking about some I just went to like a pawn shop and bought a guitar. You know what I mean? So definitely register when I get the STEMI for sure. That's what it's all about. What's your personal favorite guitar? Right now, I'm waiting on two guitars to get shipped to me, and then I will determine if this guitar will become my favorite. I have a specific guitar that's getting built for me that I'm excited about getting. So I will see. Hopefully, that will become my favorite guitar. Jules, no. No, it's way more in depth than that. Sweet. I like to get up with you, one-on-one playing. So, Gordon, if you want to make that happen, you probably got to move to my city, and then, like, I mean, that's really what it is. I don't even know where you're from, so, but we can set up a Zoom call. I need to see, like, I need to see some links. Matter of fact, if you're on Instagram, send me a link of you playing so I can see you playing. That's what you can do. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. With improvisation, I tend to get stuck in the same lick. Any suggestions how to overcome this? So if you're stuck, you should become a camper so I can show you how to create your own licks and your own solos and how to improvise. That's the best thing to do. All right, I'm gonna take a few more questions. Yes, how to solo. Yes, definitely. And there's a lick library that shows you all the different kind of licks. That's what you need to do. So if you have a question about the registration, please use the tab in order to ask the question because I want to make sure I'm focusing on the camp. So ask that question on that particular tab. How did I develop the ability to play by ear? In church. Church will definitely help you grow. It is unforgiving, but it'll definitely help you grow. When you think of Fender Strat tones, are you using more? So do you think Fender Strat tones are used more in R&B than PRSs? Nah, like most of the guys that are playing at the highest level tend to use more PRS guitars than they do Strats. Strats is kind of like the common working man's guitar, right? Now you can upgrade and get different types of Strats, but I'm saying PRS is kind of like the flagship of guitars. It's one of those guitars that everybody aspires for the most part to get, you know what I'm saying? Any ear training tips you can do away from the guitar? Listen to as much music as possible. Thoughts on the Eastman semi-hollow body? I have one. I have a 464. I think they're great guitars. Do you have some tips on a good, solid daily proactive routine? So if you're a camper, there's various things I tell the camp family all the time to focus on the areas that you're weak in. So if you don't know how to solo, then you want to focus in on soloing. If you don't know how to chord and tie your chords together, you want to focus in on chords. If you don't know your scales, you want to focus in on scales. So Chuck, that question is not even fair. So I'm not playing an Eastman over a PRS unless it's a song that's specifically using that type of guitar. I'm a camper. Send a video for your critique. Well, I will check it out, Relax in Love, and I'll let you know. I'm old school and I don't like clicks and playing. I don't like clicks, like playing is my thing. What do you think? So Gordon, I understand you're old school or whatever, but clicks is a metronome. You got to keep it on time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're not using that, your time is like, it's like a roller coaster, and nobody likes that herky jerky because we don't know how good your internal metronome is. So that's what a click is all about. So I know you may not like it, but if you plan on playing like in more of a live setting, then that's typically what you have to use. Have you ever tried a 12 string? Yeah, I've tried it. What's your opinion on John Mayer? John Mayer is a very good songwriter. He's not the best guitarist in the world, but he's solid enough to do exactly what he needs to do. PRS gives you more for your money. Sweet. My first guitar was a PRS Floyd Custom because I like the birds. I feel you. I feel you. Happy New Year, Jack. Happy New Year. Resetting my password on the site seems to not be working. I'm going. So if you have a question about resetting your stuff, email support@kerrytsmooth.com and we'll help you. All right, I'm gonna take one more question and then we'll call it a dizzy for shizzy. Kissing you. Experience. Yes, I used to play in a jazz band called On Purpose when I first moved back. When I got out of the Army in 2007, I played for like 3 years. I don't do lessons on Zoom. I only do lessons on Kerry's Camp. That's the platform that I'm using. So if you want lessons from me, you should become a camper. That's how I do. Honestly, if you had to throw away all your guitars to keep one, what would it be? So Don, that's an interesting question. I'm waiting on 2 guitars to get sent to me. Let me live with them first, and I'll tell you specifically. But right now, if like somebody held a gun to my head and like, this is what you got to do, I would probably stay with my Jazzmaster from iconic guitars. Favorite guitar players? Me, number one, I'm my own favorite. Tim Stewart, Eric Walls, Mark Lettieri. I like John G. Blue Smith. I like Jules the Wolf. I like Chris Payton. I like Agape Jerry. Yes, the 6 is the relative minor. I'm gonna head to the camp then. Sweet. Hello, Happy New Year. Sweet, Happy New Year. Yeah, so if you're in the key of F, the relative 6 is a D minor. There you go. I appreciate it, Kerry. Thank you again. I'm just going to head over to the camp now. Sweet. You should become a camper. Listen, we got so many campers that came in like from last year, which is really phenomenal. And just to watch their growth and even hear about their growth is great. So we do a lot of amazing things, and we have a lot of resources that most guitar schools or even teachers don't have, because I have a lot of relationships from working and networking and constantly networking that I know it will be an asset to the students. So becoming a camper definitely allows you to tap into some stuff that you would never have access to. Even our last like Kerry's Corner, and I'm just keeping it 100, like they would have probably no. So a lot of them didn't even know who Lady Gaga's guitarist is or Rihanna's guitarist. So to get an opportunity to sit at the feet and really ask questions and really hear about their story and see that, like, you know what, they've gone a lot through a lot of the same struggles they did. So it's motivation. You don't get that from going to your record, your local like music school or even stuff like that, or just trying to take lessons from somebody that knows how, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing a next Zoom call. I'm doing a live Q&A. My next live Q&A for my students is going to be this Thursday. So definitely. Sweet. Man, joining the camp has definitely improved my playing and confidence, man. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So listen, Kerry's Camp is we're only just getting started, and we're about to go to the next level. So if you want to become a camper, you should definitely go to kerryscamp.com, KERRYSKAMP.com. Joseph Lane, I did not go to music school. I went to school for criminal justice. Did not go to music school. And from talking from a lot of people that went to Berkeley, went to a lot of these different music schools, it didn't really benefit them, in the grand scheme of being able to play professionally or play at the highest level like I have. Like I've played for a lot of people, and I currently do work with a lot of different artists. So music school isn't everything. Just like going to college isn't everything. Just because you go to college doesn't mean that you'll necessarily get a good job. You know what I mean? So it's all relative. Everything is relative. Yes, Jessica, you can view the old videos from the different lives that we have. You can look at them and rewatch them. Can you mention some of the artists you've played with? So Alexander, I played with Tori Kelly. I played with Kiana Lede. I played with Lettucey. I played with Tyrese. I played with Sean Kingston. I played with Jason Derulo. I played with Ty Dolla $ign. I played with Trey Songz. I played with Fantasia. I played with Shantae Moore. I played with, did I say Kiana Lede? I mean, I played with a lot of different artists. I got a degree in classic, but learn more in church. Of course. I mean, church is probably like the best teacher because you learn so much about how to improvise, how to use your ears, so many different things. So yeah, definitely. Can you play Bohemian Rhapsody solo? So Jesse, I have no desire, but if I wanted to learn it, then I can definitely learn how to play it. So Joseph Lane, to answer your question, no, going to music school does not make you a professional guitarist. I know plenty of people that went to music school that failed out or dropped out and did whatever, did not get their degree. I know a lot of people who never went to a musical school or learned in that particular fashion that play professionally for artists that you like, the stuff that you listen to on the radio. You know what I mean? I didn't go to music school. I took lessons in high school, but I didn't go to music school. You know what I mean? What's the hardest song that you know? I think they're all hard because most common people can't play them. Like my song that I even wrote called Puppy Love. Matter of fact, let's just take a listen to it. If I gave it to you guys and like, yo, learn this song, you have like, you got 8 hours to learn it. I don't think you guys could do it because it's very complicated. You know what I'm saying? Unless you play for like Snarky Puppy. And even then, it'd still be kind of hard. You know what I mean? It's a very difficult, challenging song. But I did it on purpose. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to make it complicated so everybody could not just up and play it. So let's just listen to it. Let's just do the original. That's the live version. Like, how would you play that on guitar, right? Oh. Here we go with this crazy lick. Here we go. It's my song. It's my listen. It's my song. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Listen, so listen. That's just one of the songs that I've worked on. That's one of my songs that I've created. I've got another song. I think it's called Sindicere. I mean, but I've been making music for a long time. You know what I mean? This is what I do. So it's another song that I did called Sindicere. And the concept behind this song, I wanted to take Latin music and put like kind of like an R&B jazzy feel behind it.
Eres de lo mejor que se puede encontrar.
What?
Dices que en esta vida todo es empezar. Sientes que todo el mundo para ti es igual.
I wanted to try to be in my Robert Glasper bag. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to think of. You know what I'm saying?
Tú solo quieres ayudar. Me voy a tu lado sin decir palabra. Lo siento por dentro, me sale del alma. Oh, oh, oh. Llegó ya mi hora, llegó mi mañana. Y ahora estamos unidos por el corazón.
So listen, that's just enough. That's enough for today. You know what I mean? So let me go back and read some of these comments. So the horn lines, yeah. So like, if you guys know anything about Snarky Puppy, I got one of their trumpeters to do the horns for me because I was like, I love Snarky Puppy, so let me reach out to them and see if he can do it. And so he decided to do the horns. So that's dope. You know what I mean? So the guitar that I was playing was definitely that Strat was on that actual song. So Puppy Love. You know what I mean? So. Okay, that's enough of that. That would take me 2 weeks to learn. Yo, do it. Puppy Love by me, by Kerry Too Smooth. Learn it, send it to me. If you do that, matter of fact, we'll do a one-on-one. If you learn that song, Puppy Love, and you can play it, we'll do a one-on-one. That goes for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Sweet, sweet, sweet. Feeling music. It says, without saying, yes, I could listen to this all day. I appreciate that. That's what's up. All right, listen, I got to get ready to go. Love you guys. But yeah, if anybody can learn Puppy Love and y'all can play that song, if y'all can learn Puppy Love and play that song and then you guys want to send that to me, we'll do a one-on-one. If you can learn that song, Puppy Love by Kerry Too Smooth Marshall. It's on, you can go on YouTube and find it. All right. Love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click the bell to be notified. I'm going to be doing plenty of lives. Also, if you guys want to become campers, you should definitely go to kerryscamp.com, KerrysCamp.com, and sign up and register today. Like, I'm giving a guitar giveaway. I'm giving away a PRS. I'm giving away a PRS at the end of the year. You can register to get into it. It doesn't matter if you've been playing for 1 day. It doesn't matter if you've been playing for 20 years. You'll see the stuff that there's a whole video I tell you, I lay it out for you. There's like frequently asked questions that we talk about too. I definitely want to, you know what I'm saying, to become a camper so that I can help you really unlock the fretboard. A Wet Hole Song. I want you to learn Puppy Love. I need you to learn Puppy Love. And I'm not just talking about parts. I mean, you need to learn the song. You need to, because it's sections. The song is like 10 minutes and 53 seconds long. So it's a lot of stuff. So if you can learn that, you know what I mean, then we can do some stuff. You know what I mean? We can do some stuff. We can work, me and you. You know what I'm saying? So. listen, I'll give y'all the first little part, okay? So. All right, I just gave y'all the first few chords and licks. I needed to be on point. You know what I'm saying? I needed to be on point. Yes, I know almost doesn't count. If you go search my Instagram, you'll see I did a cover with Grace Weber, or you can go to Grace Weber's page on Instagram and see that we did a cover a long time ago. All right, love you guys. You guys have a good one. You guys take care. Become a camper, kerryscamp.com. Sign up to this channel. Click the bell to be notified because I'm going to do a lot more lives this year. I promise you.